Hi dear parents, welcome back to another math hour. Today I'm just going to show you how to solve basic algebraic inequalities using the number line, okay? First things first, the rules. In an inequality looks like this. You have this and you got this. What does this mean? This means less than, okay? And what does the other one mean? This means greater than. There we go. Okay, so less than, in other words, whenever you use these signs, you always focus on the number on the left side. Whatever number is here, you're trying to figure out, is it smaller than, less than, or if the number is over here, is this number bigger than, greater than whatever number is over here, okay? So, for example, let me show you an example. Like 4 is less than 5, okay? Again, you focus on the numbers on the left and you compare it to the numbers on the right. Okay? 4 is smaller and less than 5. Another example, we can say that 11 is greater than 9. Okay? Again, start with the left and then compare it to the right number. Alright? This is called less than, this is called greater than. Now, in inequalities, you also have something called this. Less than and equal to. Greater than and equal to. Okay, for example, if you had something like this, 4 is less than and equal to 5, for example, all it means is that 4 is smaller than 5, and we're also going to start with the number 4. Okay, so that means it'll be 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and so on and so on and so on. In this case, over here, 4 less than 5 means we'll start with the next number, which is 3, 2, 1, 0, and so on and so on and so on. Okay? That's what it essentially means. If there's no equal sign here, then this number is not counted. We don't start from this number. We start from the number less in this case. Over here, we will not start from 11. We'll start from the number bigger than 11, like 12. Okay? By the way, it doesn't need to be 12. It can also be 11.1. It can also be 11.01. It can be also 11.0001, okay? All these numbers will be greater than 9, all right? Let me start with these questions, okay? Let me just erase all this off. Basics of algebra. All right, let's start with this question right over here. So, let me zoom in a little bit. How's that, good? Good. So, what do we got here? Select the values that make the inequality t is greater than and equal to 4 true. Alright, let's do this on the number line first. I need to find that t is greater than and equal to 4. Well, here's my 4, which is very conveniently located. I'm going to draw a little circle, okay? Now, this is the rule. If you have a greater than or less than and equal to sign, this is the more important thing here, equal sign, you have to fill in the circle. Okay? Well, this doesn't work. I'm going to use a brush. How about that? Okay? It's got to be filled in because there's an equal sign. You see that? If it was just a greater than sign, then I would just have a circle that looks like this, which is not filled. Okay? Anytime you see an equal sign on the inequality, whatever you're doing on the number line, the circle or whatever label you're using has to be filled. If there's no equal sign, then the circle has to be empty. Okay? So anyways, in this case, t is bigger than 4, which means we're going to highlight all the numbers bigger than 4. What's bigger than 4? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on and on and on. It goes to infinity. Okay? This is how you graph this on a number line. Now, what numbers apply here? What numbers are equal to and greater than 4? Well, let's see. Minus 4? No. 3? No. 3.99? No. 4.01? Yes. 7? Yes. Minus 1? No. 3.9? No. 4? Yes. Why? Because it's an equal sign here. So t is equal to 4. 4.1? Yep. 9? Yep. 1? Nope. Nope. Yep. Yep. And yep. And there we go. These are the answers. Okay? Let's try another one. I'll show you another one. How about this one right here? Oof, let's take a look at this one. Minus h is greater than 4. First thing you show this on the number line. Well, first things first. minus h greater than 4. You cannot have your variable here with a negative. You can't. Not allowed. We need to get rid of this minus sign. How do we do that? Well, this is the rule. First of all, you know that there's an invisible 1 here. I'm going to divide this side by minus 1 and this side by minus 1. Okay? Minus 1 cancels. H is now positive and free. 4 divided by minus 1 is minus 4. Now here's a rule. If there was a minus sign in front of the variable and you were switching it to the other side, then the sign in the middle changes to the other side. You see that? That's the rule. Anytime you have a minus sign on the variable, if it's minus x or minus y or minus 2y or minus half, whatever it is, half x, and you had an inequality sign here, or this sign, or another inequality sign, or this sign, whatever you do, you have to get rid of this minus sign, okay? It has to be a positive over here. And whenever you do get rid of the sign, the inequality turns in the opposite direction. So this will become like this. This will become like this. This will become like this. And this will become like this. Okay? That's the rule. So in this case, h is less than minus 4. Now we're ready to graph. So I'm going to find my minus 4, which is over here. I'm going to check, is there any equal sign here? No. So I'm not going to color my circle in. Next question I'm going to ask is, h is smaller than minus 4. What's smaller than minus 4? Minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, and there we go. That's how you graph the inequality, in this case, h less than minus 4. Originally it was minus h greater than 4. Again, please remember, the variable cannot be left as a negative. You have to turn it positive. And since there's a minus sign in front of the variable, if you change it, then the inequality changes as well to the opposite one. Let's go find the answers. Minus 9 is less than minus 4, yes. Minus 4 is less than minus 4, no. Why? Because there's no equal sign here. Minus 1, no. 3, no. Minus 5, yep. Minus 3.5, nope. 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 Yep. Nope. Nope. And nope. There we go. This is the answer for this question. Thank you very much.